Okay, let's unpack this. Ever chase that high, that thrill, only to find it vanishes like smoke, leaving you wondering, is this all there is to happiness? We live in a world buzzing with distractions, constantly seeking the next quick fix for joy, a new gadget, an exotic trip, the latest show.
Right, that constant search.
But what if there's something more, something deeper, far more enduring than those fleeting moments of fun that just seem to evaporate?
What's truly fascinating here, and what the research illuminates so powerfully, is how much our collective understanding of happiness has, well, evolved and frankly diversified.
Yeah.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into this comprehensive stack of articles and research spanning health, psychology, spiritual well-being.
Okay.
Our mission is really to extract the most potent nuggets of knowledge, the insights that guide us beyond that transient fun.
Right.
And show you what true, lasting fulfillment actually looks like. This isn't about, avoiding fun or pleasure altogether. Not at all.
No, fun is good.
Fun is good. It's about understanding its proper place in a whole life and cultivating something far more robust, something that truly sustains you.
Got it. Okay, so let's start with what most people think of. When we instinctively hear happy, we often picture those immediate feel-good moments, right? That rush from a delicious meal, enjoying a favorite film, fun night out with friends. The sources call this hedonic happiness. Yeah. Tied to instant gratification.
Precisely. Hedonic happiness, at its core, it focuses on maximizing those positive emotions and minimizing pain or discomfort.
Makes sense.
It's about experiencing pleasure, enjoyment, and evaluating one's life positively based on, well, external things, achievements, a promotion, relationships, material well-being.
Okay.
It's what many modern societies, especially in the West, have historically emphasized, the pursuit of pleasure and comfort as the main path to a good life.
Right.
However, and here's where it gets really interesting, the sources reveal a critical, almost inescapable limitation to just focusing on this.
And what would that limitation be? Because honestly, it sounds like a pretty good deal on the surface. Maximize pleasure, minimize pain.
It does, doesn't it? But the limitation lies in what psychologists call the hedonic treadmill.
The hedonic treadmill.
Think of it this way. You buy a new car, you get a big raise, you go on that dream vacation. Initially, yeah, the exhilaration is undeniable, a powerful surge of positive feeling.
Sure.
But the sources highlight this compelling human tendency. We adapt quickly. That brand new car, within a few months, it's just your car.
Yeah, the novelty wears off.
Exactly. The excitement wears off, and our baseline level of happiness often drifts back to where it was before the new thing. This constant adjustment means that if we rely solely on chasing external rewards for lasting happiness, it often leads to this perpetual chase, right? A sense of emptiness.
Paradoxical almost.
It really is. And paradoxically, it can even contribute to feelings of depression and anxiety. This is a crucial point. Once our basic financial and safety needs are met, more material gains actually do very little to significantly boost inner joy or life satisfaction.
Wow.
We see compelling examples everywhere. Think about, say, Hollywood celebrities. Immense success, affluence. It doesn't guarantee deep contentment, does it?
Not at all. Often seems the opposite sometimes.
Right. Or consider places like Singapore,
Yeah.
often ranked among the happiest countries in Asia, based on external stuff like economic prosperity, high living standards. But its citizens often express public skepticism. They talk about the pressures, the intense competition, the high cost of living. They frequently question if those external metrics really add up to deep inner happiness.
So even in objectively successful environments, that treadmill is still turning.
It's still very much in play.
So it's not that these moments of pleasure aren't enjoyable. They clearly are, but they're simply not the ultimate goal or the only path to lasting fulfillment. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly that. They are part of the picture, absolutely, but they're not the whole solution.
Okay.
And historically, this isn't some brand new realization. Well, yes, modern Western cultures have often tied happiness to individual success and good fortune. Other traditions point elsewhere.
Like you mentioned, eudaimonia.
Right, the ancient Greek concept of eudaimonia. It offered a much richer definition, focused on flourishing, on living well, not just feeling good.
Flourishing, I like that.
And similarly, many East Asian cultures have traditionally linked happiness to social harmony, collective well-being, balance, prioritizing community over just individual ambition or fleeting personal pleasures.
Interesting cultural differences there.
Yeah, they underscore how different societies have understood happiness, yet consistently, two fundamental ways of experiencing it emerge. that hedonic enjoyment and this idea of eudaimonic flourishing.
Right.
Which brings us to the really important question. If hedonic happiness has this built-in limitation, this treadmill effect, what is the alternative to that constant chase for fleeting fun?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
You mentioned eudaimonia again. What does that mean for our pursuit of happiness? How's it different?
Eudaimonic happiness, as the sources thoroughly explain it, it's about cultivating a deep, an abiding sense of fulfillment.
Yeah.
And that stems from living in alignment with your deepest values, developing your personal strengths and virtues, and crucially, contributing to something meaningful beyond just yourself.
Okay. Beyond the self.
Exactly. It's fundamentally focused on meaning, purpose, continuous personal growth. Not just that immediate gratification. It's about self-actualization, becoming the best version of yourself, engaging in lifelong learning.
Right.
It's about asking, am I living a life that reflects who I truly am and what genuinely matters to me?
So it sounds like a much longer-term play, a cultivation maybe, rather than a short-term hit or a quick fix.
Absolutely. Think of it like investing in a robust, diversified portfolio for your well-being, right? Instead of constantly chasing volatile stocks for quick gains.
Good analogy.
While hedonic pleasures, like we said, tend to fade because we adapt, a life built on meaning and growth provides a far deeper, more stable, and frankly, more resilient form of happiness.
More resilient. That's key.
It's more enduring precisely because it focuses on personal development and contribution, which are inherently ongoing processes. They don't just stop.
Right. They keep unfolding.
The sources give a great example. Consider someone who volunteers regularly, say at a community center for underprivileged youth.
Okay.
The experience isn't always fun in that hedonic sense. It might involve difficult conversations, challenging situations, maybe even emotional exhaustion sometimes.
Yeah, not always easy.
It might not bring immediate pleasure or that high, but what it does provide is profound. A deep sense of purpose, a strong connection to others, a powerful feeling of making a tangible difference. This commitment over time contributes significantly to overall long-term well-being, a sense of deep satisfaction, and surprisingly, it can even act as a powerful remedy for the kind of burnout often associated with purely hedonic pursuits.
That's fascinating. Helping others helps you avoid burnout from chasing pleasure.
Exactly. And this type of eudaimonic happiness is consistently linked to better mental and physical health outcomes, increased resilience when things get tough, and significantly greater overall life satisfaction.
That makes so much sense. It resonates, that feeling of deep satisfaction versus just temporary excitement. So it's not about choosing between pleasure and purpose then, like they're opposites. It's more about finding the right balance.
That's the critical takeaway from all this research. It strongly emphasizes that both hedonic and eudaimonic happiness are not only valuable, but truly essential for a well-rounded, richly satisfying, and genuinely flourishing life.
Okay, both are essential.
Well-being isn't about picking one over the other. It's about recognizing their distinct roles and finding the optimal balance between pleasure and profound purpose for you.
Right.
It's about making intentional, conscious choices about how we invest our time, our energy, our attention, and cultivating a deep awareness of what truly brings us happiness, both in the moment and over the long haul.
Designing a life that feels good and does good.
Beautifully put. Exactly.
This is fascinating.
Yeah.
So if we're looking to build this more lasting eudaimonic happiness, what role does meaning play? It sounds like it's absolutely central to laying that foundation.
Meaning in life is not just central, it's critical, foundational, really.
Wow.
The sources define it as that profound feeling that one's existence has significance, that it serves a purpose, and that there's a sense of coherence, of understanding in your life experiences.
Significance, purpose, coherence.
It's considered a fundamental human need, almost as vital as basic things like food and shelter. And it profoundly influences both our psychological and physical well-being.
Right.
What's truly fascinating here is that meaning isn't just like a fleeting feeling or a positive vibe. It's a powerful, enduring motivator and an indispensable psychological resource.
How so? How does meaning translate into something so tangible and powerful? Because meaning can sound a bit abstract.
It can, but it acts as an incredible engine for pursuing goals. When people genuinely focus on what gives their lives meaning, they generally become far more agentic. That's the term used in Inspired.
Agentic. What does that mean exactly?
To be agentic here means having a profound sense of control, initiative, personal responsibility over your own life and actions. You're not just passively reacting to stuff.
Got it. You're the driver.
Exactly. The sources highlight that when you're deeply driven by meaning, you're proactively shaping your reality. This fuels greater motivation to set ambitious goals, to persist with remarkable resilience through setbacks, and to creatively solve problems. Why? Because your actions are intrinsically linked to a larger, deeply felt why.
That why makes all the difference.
It really does. For instance, research shows that meaning in life, unlike just fleeting positive feelings or optimism alone, positively predicts a sustained commitment to physical activity.
Interesting.
When people reflect on personally meaningful memories, they report greater perceptions of meaning, sure, but also a stronger motivation to pursue significant life goals. It's a direct motivational boost. And furthermore, meaning has these profound health implications. It's consistently linked to significantly lower rates of depression, anxiety disorders, addiction, and even suicide.
That's huge.
It provides a robust framework for understanding suffering and fosters resilience. It helps people navigate challenges with more hope and agency. Studies suggest meaningful engagement can even activate the brain's reward pathways in a way that might reduce reliance on external, potentially harmful coping mechanisms.
Amazing.
People with greater perceptions of meaning tend to live longer, healthier, and demonstrably happier lives.
So it literally helps us thrive, not just mentally, but physically too. That's quite a revelation.
Yes, it really is. It's a vital psychological resource for coping with life's inevitable challenges, the uncertainties, the stresses, sadness, loss, all of it. Individuals with a strong sense of meaning respond more positively to psychotherapy. They show an enhanced capacity to integrate difficult experiences and move forward productively after tragedy or significant loss. They have a compelling reason why to regulate their behavior in ways that actively help them stay alive, stay healthy, and truly thrive.
Okay.
And this fundamental link between individual well-being and a broader sense of purpose leads us to another important question. How does meaning extend beyond just me, the individual, and impact our larger communities?
That's a great question because meaning often feels like such a personal journey. How does it ripple outwards?
Indeed. Well, when people deeply believe their lives matter, they are intrinsically motivated to regulate their behavior to stay healthy, yes, but also to contribute to engage.
Oh, okay.
This individual well-being then feeds directly into broader societal flourishing. The sources powerfully highlight that meaning actively promotes social and community engagement.
Makes sense.
When people are asked, what truly gives your life significance, close, loving relationships are almost universally the most frequently reported source.
Relationships again.
Always relationships. And what's even more compelling is that a strong sense of meaning doesn't just benefit from social connections. It actively promotes the pursuit of new social connections and deepening the ones you have.
So it drives connection too.
Yes. Extensive research indicates that a higher perception of meaning in life positively predicts how connected individuals feel to their community, family, friends, partner, even a decade later.
Wow, a decade.
It also predicted a greater likelihood of future participation in voluntary associations and, among single individuals, a greater likelihood of getting married.
Really?
Yeah. These findings show that when people reflect on personally meaningful past social experiences, they become more motivated to pursue new social goals and more confident they can overcome relationship challenges.
Fascinating feedback loop.
It truly orients people outward. It motivates them to make valuable contributions to their families, their communities, their nation, the wider world. It's powerful.
That brings us directly to relationships, which you just mentioned as a primary source of meaning. How central are deep, loving relationships to this concept of lasting happiness and fulfillment?
The sources are unequivocal on this. The quality of our relationships forms the absolute bedrock, the very foundation of true happiness and profound fulfillment.
The foundation.
Individuals who consistently cultivate deep, authentic connections with others tend to live demonstrably happier, healthier, and longer lives. Full stop.
Okay.
And this isn't just about having people around you. It involves embodying core traits and virtues like integrity, loyalty, trust, honesty, kindness, and often a genuine willingness to make personal sacrifices for the well-being of loved ones.
So the character piece is important too.
Hugely. These are the foundational qualities upon which truly deep, resilient, and loving relationships are built, whether it's family, friends, or partners.
So it's not simply about having people in your life or even a large network, but the quality and depth of those connections that really matter. Because, in our digital age, connections can often feel pretty superficial.
That's a crucial distinction, absolutely.
How do the sources define what makes a relationship truly deep or loving?
Well, it emphasized that true depth stems from mutual vulnerability, shared values, and a consistent investment of time and emotional energy.
Investment.
It's about psychological safety, knowing you can be your authentic self without judgment, that you're seen, heard, and valued. It's also about reciprocity, that balanced give and take, and a genuine concern for the other's well-being that goes beyond just convenience.
Right, not just transactional.
Exactly. And hand in hand with these deep relationships is the concept of contribution, or what some call generativity, making a difference.
Generativity, okay.
A profound and frankly unparalleled sense of fulfillment arises from making valuable, tangible contributions to the lives of others. This can happen on a small scale within the family, helping a sibling, caring for a parent, or through larger acts in the community or workplace, like mentoring someone or volunteering.
Right.
The sources show that even making a seemingly small, positive difference for others leads to significantly higher levels of life satisfaction and a deeper, more enduring sense of meaning and purpose for the giver.
For the giver, not just the receiver.
Exactly. It's not just altruism for the other person's sake. It actively provides a powerful remedy for burnout for the giver. Acts of kindness have been rigorously shown to significantly enhance well-being for both people involved.
That's amazing. It reinforces our connection.
Our interconnectedness and our inherent value, yes.
Now, the sources also touch upon faith and spirituality as a unique and profound component of happiness and deep fulfillment. What does that look like, and how does it tie into these other foundational elements, like meaning and connection?
It's a really powerful thread woven through this whole tapestry of profound happiness. The sources indicate that profoundly happy individuals very often possess a robust and actively nurtured spiritual life.
Okay.
Now, this doesn't necessarily mean adherence to a specific religion, though for many it does. It often indicates regular engagement with faith practices, maybe prayer, devotionals, consistent church, or community attendance.
Right, the practice matters.
These practices often lead to powerful, daily contemplative reflections on personal growth, moral values, maybe a regular connection to an all-loving creator or a higher purpose, or simply a deep sense of universal connectedness. Such spiritual connections provide this profound framework that clearly helps people find meaning and purpose as they navigate life's many challenges with remarkable grace and resilience.
It provides a grounding force, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of inner compass, maybe.
Indeed it does, and
Yeah.
often much more. Reflecting on spiritual teachings, whether it's sacred texts or philosophical wisdom traditions, can serve as an unparalleled source of comfort and inner strength.
Comfort and strength.
Helping individuals move through difficult times, even profound suffering, with a sense of hope and perspective. This aspect of happiness really complements the other foundation's meaning and connection by offering a transcendental dimension.
Transcendental.
Yeah, a sense of belonging to something far greater than oneself. It offers a framework for understanding life's mysteries and uncertainties, reinforcing one's purpose, and providing this unwavering internal comfort that transcends external circumstances. It sort of integrates the self into the universal.
Beautifully put. Okay, let's get practical then. This all sounds like a beautiful ideal, but for our listener, how do we actually start building this deeper happiness and inner peace in our day-to-day lives? What are the entry points? Where do we start?
Mindfulness is absolutely a crucial starting point, almost an essential prerequisite, I'd say, for truly cultivating inner peace.
Mindfulness. Okay.
It's defined by the sources as the awareness that arises by paying attention on purpose, in the present moment, and non-judgmentally.
On purpose, present moment, non-judgmentally.
Right. And it's not about emptying your mind or achieving some perfect Zen state. Forget that pressure.
Okay, good.
Instead, it's a learnable skill, a consistent practice that allows you to maintain a calmer, more balanced state of mind regardless of life's inevitable ups and downs. It's about being fully present, anchored in the now, becoming increasingly comfortable in your own skin, less knocked around by the constant churn of anxiety, worry, stress.
Like equanimity in action, you might say.
Precisely. Inner peace is essentially equanimity in action.
Okay.
And mindfulness is the most direct key to cultivating it. Equanimity, for those maybe unfamiliar, isn't about being indifferent or emotionless. Not at all.
Right.
It's a profound mental calmness and composure, particularly when facing challenges or external chaos. The sources define it as the stable inner state that allows you to observe life's ups and downs, the wins, the losses, joy, sorrows, without being swept away by emotional reactivity.
Responding instead of reacting.
Exactly. Mindfulness, then, is the consistent practice that builds this capacity. It enables you to respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively, even when things feel chaotic. Mindfulness and meditation profoundly affect your mental state. They cultivate this equanimity, significantly reduce stress and anxiety, enhance focus and clarity, improve emotional regulation, and foster a deeper, more authentic connection with yourself.
Wow.
They help you shift from being constantly reactive to being profoundly resilient. And even dedicating just a few minutes a day can yield significant psychological and even physical benefits. The research is clear on that.
That's encouraging. A few minutes can make a difference. So for someone who might be new to this, what are some simple, accessible ways to try incorporating mindfulness or meditation into their daily routine?
The beauty of it is its simplicity. Even though the practice itself can feel challenging at first, start small, really small.
All right.
Find a cozy, quiet spot, maybe away from the hustle for just a few minutes. 5 or 10 minutes is a great start.
5 minutes, manageable.
Totally. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, focus on the sensation of your breath moving in and out. Don't worry about doing it perfectly or stopping thoughts. That's impossible anyway.
Right, thoughts will happen.
Thoughts will happen. The goal is simply to notice when your mind wanders, which it will, and gently, compassionately bring your attention back to your breath. Every time you do that, you're strengthening that muscle,
Building the pathway.
building that neurological pathway for focus and emotional regulation. You can also try grounding techniques for moments of overwhelm, like the 5-4-3-2-1 method.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
Identify 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste right there in your environment.
Okay.
These simple practices help anchor you in the present moment, cut through the overwhelm, and bring a sense of calm and clarity.
Nice. Practical. Okay, beyond presence, cultivating a positive mindset seems absolutely key here too. The sources heavily emphasize practices like gratitude and optimism. How do these mindsets contribute to lasting happiness?
Our minds are incredibly powerful tools, aren't they? And how we direct them profoundly shapes our experience of reality.
Definitely.
Gratitude is truly a fast track to inner peace and enduring happiness. It's not just saying thank you. It's a deep, heartfelt appreciation for the goodness in life. It's both an action and a sustained feeling. The sources consistently link a regular gratitude practice to lasting happiness, an enhanced ability to cope with negative stuff, and better overall health, including significantly reduced depression and anxiety.
Wow.
It fundamentally shifts your focus away from what's missing, from perceived lacks or deficits, towards what you already possess and appreciate.
Changes your perspective.
Completely. It lets you see situations from a larger, more abundant viewpoint, helps you go with the flow more easily, and builds this enhanced sense of contentment over time. The more you practice it, the deeper it gets, the more you appreciate.
So what does this all mean for us day to day? How can we make gratitude a consistent practice, not just a random thought?
Make it a non-negotiable daily habit, like brushing your teeth. Take time, maybe at night before bed or first thing in the morning, to write down 3 distinct things that brought you joy or that you were grateful for that day.
3 things.
3 things. And they don't have to be huge. Could be as simple as a delicious cup of coffee, a warm blanket, a good laugh with a friend, the feeling of the sun on your skin. Simple stuff.
Right.
If you're struggling, try thinking about what a close friend would say they love and appreciate about you. That can help.
Oh, that's a good tip.
You can also hit pause when you say thanks in conversation. Really pinpoint what you're thankful for in that specific moment.
Be specific.
Yeah. If negative thoughts creep in, try gently but intentionally redirecting your focus to some positive aspect of the situation, no matter how small, and share it. Send a quick, heartfelt note or text to someone you appreciate, or encourage family to share one thing they're grateful for at dinner.
Love that. Sharing amplifies it.
It really does.
Yeah.
Reinforces positivity, strengthens bonds.
Okay. And optimism. For many, myself included sometimes, that just sounds like being unrealistic, like having your head in the clouds, ignoring problems. Is that what the source
It's
is?
such a common and understandable misconception, but no, the sources are very clear. Authentic optimism isn't about blind positivity or ignoring challenges. It's not about being naively unprepared.
Okay.
Instead, it's about seeing the future in the most favorable possible light, while realistically assessing risks and, crucially, believing that you have agency, you have some control in achieving good outcomes. It's a proactive, hopeful stance.
Proactive and hopeful.
It's strongly linked to lower rates of depression, reduced stress, better sleep, improved problem-solving skills, more hope, and a deeper recognition of personal agency, that belief that your actions actually matter.
Right.
Fundamentally, it builds profound resilience to life's inevitable stresses and disappointments. It's about training yourself consciously to see the world with a sense of, I can make good things happen even when things are tough.
So it's less about a Pollyanna attitude and more about a strategic shift in perspective, a reframing.
Exactly. Instead of that habitual thought, I'm a failure, which is so paralyzing, you consciously reframe it to, okay, I haven't seen how this ends yet. Or, this is a challenge, but I have resources to navigate it. Or maybe if you think, I can't do anything right, I'm letting everyone down.
Ooh, so that was tough.
Right. You can proactively shift to a more compassionate and empowering inner dialogue. Okay, you've got this. Keep going, one step at a time.
Be kinder to yourself.
Yes. To proactively boost optimism, the sources suggest some powerful exercises. One is the best possible self exercise.
Best possible self.
You imagine and vividly write about your best possible future self, envisioning success, happiness, fulfillment in different areas of your life.
Visualization.
Exactly. Another is making an optimism to-do list. 3 small, delightful things you're genuinely looking forward to every single day. Could be listening to a favorite song, enjoying a warm cup of tea, calling a friend.
Little things to anticipate.
Little things. Create something specific to look forward to. Reminisce about positive past connections. Put on sentimental music that evokes happy memories. It's about cultivating a mindset where you instinctively believe good things can last and good things can happen in many different areas of my life. It's an active cultivation of hope.
It really sounds like a lot of this deeper fulfillment ultimately begins with how we treat ourselves, which, let's be honest, often feels like the hardest part.
It absolutely does, and it is often the hardest part. But the profound truth, underscored by the sources, is that loving others authentically and deeply really starts with loving ourselves. Self-love isn't always easy. It's a journey, often requires immense courage, patience. But it's about learning to genuinely appreciate who you are, cherishing your unique strengths, embracing your perceived flaws, recognizing them as integral parts of your authentic self.
Accepting the whole package.
Exactly. You are uniquely you. Your journey, your experience, is that something truly to celebrate. It involves recognizing your inherent worth, independent of external validation, and celebrating yourself, imperfections and all.
How do we start practicing that in a tangible way? Because self-love can feel like such an abstract, almost cliche concept sometimes.
Totally understandable. A great starting point, often surprisingly challenging for people, is to take a quiet moment and actually write down what you genuinely love and appreciate about yourself.
Write it down.
Okay. If you hit a wall or struggle, try imagining what your most loving, supportive best friend would say they love about you. They often see us more clearly and compassionately than we see ourselves.
That's a great hack. Use a friend's perspective.
Yeah. And this practice ties intrinsically into self-care, which the sources emphasize isn't a luxury or an indulgence, but an absolute necessity for profound happiness and well-being.
Necessity, not luxury.
Right. It means actively prioritizing your well-being, whether through simple, everyday pleasures, savoring your morning coffee by a quiet window, taking a soothing bath, immersing yourself in a good book, or just spending time reflecting in silence.
Small acts add up.
These small, consistent acts of nurturing yourself accumulate. They lead to a much more fulfilling and sustainable life experience.
And what about authenticity? How does that fit into nurturing the self, being true to yourself?
Authenticity is the cornerstone of self-love and self-care. It really is.
Okay.
It involves a profound alignment of your actions, your words, your choices with your true self, your deepest values, your core beliefs, rather than just conforming to external expectations or what you think society wants. The sources note that living authentically leads directly to radical self-acceptance, cultivating far more meaningful and genuine relationships, and an overall sense of profound fulfillment.
Makes sense. Less internal conflict.
Exactly. It actively encourages deep self-awareness, fosters unbiased processing of your own emotions, allowing you to feel them without judgment, and promotes behavioral authenticity, meaning you act in ways that genuinely reflect who you are.
Okay.
This whole package ultimately enhances your mental health, reduces that internal conflict you mentioned, and accelerates personal growth. By consistently living according to your true self, you find this profound internal alignment that paves the way for a truly joyful and integrated existence. It just lifts the burden of pretending.
Yeah, that burden is heavy. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Now, beyond just noticing things, the sources talk about savoring and awe. What's the distinction between these two powerful concepts, and how do they contribute to a richer life?
Savoring and awe are both about deepening positive experiences, absolutely, but they operate on slightly different scales, you could say.
Okay.
Savoring is about intentionally noticing, appreciating, and actively enhancing positive experiences, truly soaking them up, basking in the warmth of a pleasant memory, maybe even celebrating them with others.
Enhancing them.
By consciously focusing on the positive details, maybe sharing it, really letting yourself feel it fully, when you savor, you're consciously locking yourself into that moment, making it more vivid, helping you remember it for years. It naturally helps you feel a deeper sense of gratitude and allows you to keep extracting benefit from new things and positive life circumstances. It helps fight that hedonic adaptation we talked about earlier.
So savoring combats the treadmill.
In a way, yes. It helps keep the positive feelings alive longer.
Yeah. So how do we make savoring a more consistent habit, not just something that happens by accident when something amazing occurs?
Great question. The sources suggest a few powerful strategies. You can savor spontaneously, of course, as something delightful happens, a perfect sunset, child's laughter.
Right.
But critically, you can plan to savor. Maybe schedule a quiet moment to enjoy your favorite music or special meal. And then this is key, don't cancel on yourself. Treat it like an important appointment.
Good advice. Don't cancel savoring time.
Make it a daily habit to actively savor something small, every single day. When you engage in savoring, consciously try to let go of negative thinking, even just for that moment.
Focus on the good.
Focus intently on all your senses. What do you see, hear, smell, taste, feel? Fully immerse yourself in the positive aspects of the moment. With every breath, consciously try to deepen and extend that feeling of pleasure or contentment.
Deepen and extend.
You can even write about the experience afterward. Journaling the details helps reinforce and integrate the positive memory.
Nice. And awe. That sounds like something on a much grander scale, bigger than savoring a good cup of coffee.
Awe is indeed often about vastness. It's that profound feeling that you're in the presence of something immense, something truly transcendent that fundamentally challenges or expands your understanding of the world.
Challenges or expands understanding.
Okay. This could be the majesty of nature standing before a towering mountain, gazing at a starlit sky. Or the profound beauty of art, the elegance of a mind-blowing scientific idea, witnessing an impressive feat of human endurance, or observing an act of extraordinary skill or profound virtue.
So nature, art, ideas, human achievement.
Exactly. The sources highlight that awe can significantly increase well-being by literally altering your perception of time.
Altering time perception. How?
It gives you the sense that you have more time available, reducing feelings of being rushed or overwhelmed by the mundane. It kind of puts your own daily concerns into a larger perspective.
Wow, that's powerful.
It really is. Furthermore, awe can profoundly inspire personal growth by expanding your perspectives, diminishing self-focus, making your own ego feel a bit smaller in a good way, and fostering a deep sense of humility and gratitude for the sheer wonder of existence. It connects you to something much larger than yourself.
Humility and gratitude. It all connects back. Okay, it truly sounds like all these practices, mindfulness, meaning, relationships, savoring, awe, are deeply intertwined. They form this beautiful mosaic of well-being. Is our physical health also an integral part of this deep dive into profound happiness?
Absolutely. The sources confirm, without any equivocation, that nurturing your physical health lays an incredibly strong and indispensable foundation for emotional, mental, and spiritual well-being. It's not just an add-on, it's fundamental.
Okay, fundamental.
Prioritizing basic physical needs, consistent hydration, a balanced, nutrient-rich diet, adequate restorative sleep. These are non-negotiable.
Sleep especially seems crucial.
Oh, hugely. The sources underscore that sleep isn't merely rest. It's a critical period for neural repair, emotional consolidation, hormonal balance. Chronic sleep deprivation, even mild, significantly increases susceptibility to anxiety, impairs cognitive function, diminishes emotional resilience. It's a direct roadblock to profound fulfillment.
Makes sense. Hard to feel fulfilled when you're exhausted.
Yep. Exactly. And even small incremental changes in your lifestyle, consistently choosing water over sugary drinks, adding a serving of vegetables, going to bed just 15 minutes earlier, can lead to remarkably improved mental clarity, enhanced mood, and overall well-being.
Small changes matter.
They really do. The act of nourishing and caring for your body is a profound act of self-love in itself and fundamentally supports emotional health.
And connecting with nature, I see that mentioned as well. How does something as seemingly simple as being outdoors fit into this comprehensive approach?
Spending time outdoors, in nature, profoundly impacts our mood and overall mental state. It's far from simple in its effects. It's a powerful, almost therapeutic intervention.
Therapeutic.
Studies robustly show that engaging with natural environments helps significantly reduce stress and anxiety, promotes deep relaxation, and allows individuals to connect with the organic rhythms of the world. It contributes to well-being and rejuvenation.
A break from the concrete jungle.
Exactly. It provides a vital break from the sensory overload and cognitive demands of urban or indoor settings, encouraging a natural state of mindfulness. Furthermore, engaging in physical movement, whether it's the joyful freedom of dancing, the centering practice of yoga, a brisk walk, any form of exercise, also powerfully uplifts your spirit by releasing endorphins.
Endorphins. Nature's mood boosters.
Totally. Your body's natural pain relievers and mood elevators. They act as a potent antidote to sadness, a powerful tool against burnout, and a natural way to reduce anxiety. It's about leveraging your body's own chemistry for profound well-being.
Okay. Even with all these positive practices, though, life inevitably throws challenges our way. We encounter difficult people, stressful situations, maybe old patterns resurface. How do the sources suggest we navigate that to protect our peace and continue this journey of growth?
This is where resilience truly comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A key practice for protecting your peace and maintaining well-being, as the sources strongly suggest, is setting healthy, clear boundaries.
Boundaries. Always important.
And often difficult. But it means learning the courageous art of saying no. No to commitments, demands, people, situations that don't genuinely serve your growth, that drain your energy or undermine your values.
Saying no can be hard.
It can be incredibly hard. But it's about prioritizing your well-being and consciously choosing what aligns with your core values and contributes to your flourishing. It's really an act of self-respect.
Self-respect. I like that framing.
Furthermore, a crucial, though often challenging step is to actively make peace with your past. Your past experiences, especially the difficult ones, they don't define your future unless you allow them to.
Right. Don't let the past dictate the future.
Healing is a deeply personal journey. It requires immense patience, self-compassion, consistent effort, recognizing that growth is rarely, if ever, a straight line. It's about integrating your past, learning from it, but refusing to be chained to it.
Integrating, not erasing.
Exactly.
And what about overthinking? That seems to be such a common barrier for so many people seeking peace, that constant mental chatter.
Oh, overthinking is indeed a pervasive and insidious barrier to happiness. It relentlessly steals your peace, keeps you stuck in unproductive loops. Rumination.
Yeah.
To counteract this, the sources recommend actively practicing mindfulness, like we discussed, to stay grounded and present. Catch the loop starting.
Okay.
Another powerful tool is the 5-minute decision rule.
5-minute decision rule.
Those non-critical decisions that cause endless back and forth. Commit to making a choice within 5 minutes, then move forward. Trust yourself to make the right choice in that moment.
Ooh, that could save a lot of mental energy.
It really can. The sources emphasize there's no perfect or easy time to initiate change. The key is just to take action, no matter how small or imperfect that first step feels.
Take action. Don't wait for perfect.
Embrace vulnerability, that willingness to be seen, to take risks. Recognize that your happiness is fundamentally your responsibility. This ongoing journey involves confronting uncomfortable truths sometimes, making conscious choices aligned with your true self, and embracing challenges not as roadblocks, but as invaluable opportunities for profound growth. It's dynamic, continuous self-discovery, and courageous action.
So it's really about an ongoing journey then. Self-discovery, growth, continuous adjustment, rather than a one-time fix or reaching some final state.
Precisely. Finding true and lasting happiness is an intensely personal journey. It demands sincere self-reflection, consistent effort, and intentional, deliberate actions.
Yeah.
It's absolutely not about finding some perfect life that conforms to an external ideal or blindly following someone else's map.
Right, your own path.
Instead, it's about investing consistently and strategically in actions and mindsets that genuinely enhance your current reality, right here, right now.
Enhance the now.
Even small, seemingly insignificant intentional steps, consistently applied, can lead to remarkably significant and compounding improvements in your overall happiness and sense of fulfillment. It's about courageously creating the space in your life to admit what isn't making you happy, delving deep into what genuinely excites and nourishes your spirit, and then actively crafting the best, most authentic version of your life in the present moment, one conscious choice at a time.
Wow. Okay, so what does this all mean when we wrap it up? Is happiness a fixed destination, something you finally arrive at and then just stay there? Like, okay, I'm happy now, done.
Not at all. That's one of the most crucial insights from all this research. Happiness is definitively not a fixed trait, like your eye color.
Yep.
It's a dynamic, fluid, evolving experience. It shifts, it develops over time, influenced by this complex interplay of both internal factors, our mindsets, our practices, and external circumstances.
Dynamic and fluid.
Your sources consistently highlight that profound happiness, the kind that truly endures, comes from within. It stems from appreciating the seemingly little things, finding joy in the journey itself, not just fixating on the destination, and generously sharing love and compassion.
Comes from within.
It is fundamentally an internal journey. It involves deep self-understanding, skillful emotional intelligence, setting those healthy boundaries, and cultivating a profound appreciation for the simple, everyday wonders of life. It's about cultivating happiness from the inside out by getting real with yourself, embracing authenticity, and taking consistent steps towards self-love, clarity, and those boundaries.
So it's an active, conscious choice then. Even on the tough days when everything feels challenging, you can still choose aspects of this.
Yes, absolutely. Experiencing joy, especially during difficult and challenging times, is not a luxury. It can profoundly impact your mental well-being and build immense resilience. Affirmations like, "I choose joy even on the tough days," aren't just nice words. They serve as powerful, active tools for internal resilience.
Active tool.
Joy isn't just a fleeting feeling that randomly descends upon you. It's a state of being, a conscious orientation that you can actively invite into your life and align your actions with, even when external circumstances are, frankly, rubbish. By repeatedly affirming this mindset and acting upon it, you actively strengthen your belief that you are capable of navigating and even thriving through challenges. You cultivate this deep well of inner peace and contentment, no matter what life throws your way. It's a real testament to our human agency.
What incredible deep dive today. Seriously. We've truly gone beyond just fleeting fun to explore the path toward a more enduring, profound kind of happiness. We've unpacked the crucial difference between simple pleasure and deeper purpose, uncovered how a genuine sense of meaning fuels our lives, and highlighted the irreplaceable value of cultivating deep, loving relationships, and, for many, embracing spiritual practices. We also talked about those actionable daily habits that build resilience and inner peace, like mindfulness, practicing gratitude, cultivating optimism, nurturing self-love, and truly savoring the simple beauty around us. It's so clear that this isn't a destination, but a continuous enriching journey.
And that really raises an important question for you, our listener, to carry forward from this deep dive. Now that you've unpacked these powerful ideas and insights from the sources, what's one single, small, intentional step you're going to do today, or maybe tomorrow, to actively cultivate your own deeper, more lasting happiness and fulfillment?
One small step.
Just one. Remember, happiness isn't something you passively wish for. It's something you actively make, something you courageously do, and ultimately something you consciously are. It's a continuous journey of discovery and creation, never a fixed destination.
Keep exploring, keep questioning, and most importantly, keep creating that life beyond fleeting fun. Thank you so much for joining us on The Deep Dive. Until next time, keep diving deep.